Welcome to the Senior Health video. This video will talk about 6 sitting habits that can cause strokes while sleeping, doctors warn. Have you ever wondered if the way you sit right now could quietly be putting your life at risk? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? Sitting in your favorite chair watching TV, scrolling through your phone, or sipping your morning coffee feels completely harmless. Yet behind that calm comfort, something silent and dangerous could be building inside your body. Doctors are now warning that prolonged sitting is becoming one of the most underestimated threats to senior health in America. What once seemed like rest may actually be a hidden trigger for blood clots, poor circulation, and even stroke. For millions of older adults, the danger doesn't announce itself with pain or warning signs. It happens quietly when the body slows down and blood flow becomes sluggish. The very moments that are meant to relax us may instead be quietly straining the heart and starving the brain of oxygen. Here's the shocking truth. Studies from leading American medical institutions reveal that sitting for long periods can raise your risk of stroke almost as much as high blood pressure. Every extra hour spent motionless chips away at your circulation, weakens your legs, and makes your arteries less flexible. The worst part is that most people never notice it happening. They feel fine until one day they suddenly don't. A single clot forming silently in the legs can travel to the brain and change everything in seconds. But there's good news. This video will show clear, science-backed ways to reverse the damage of sitting without expensive equipment or gym memberships. You will discover simple, gentle adjustments that reactivate blood flow, strengthen your lower body, and protect your heart and brain every single day. Because awareness isn't fear, it's power. And today, that power begins with you. Number 1, sitting still for too long. It feels comforting, doesn't it? Sitting quietly in your favorite chair after breakfast, watching TV or reading the newspaper. But what seems peaceful can silently harm your body in ways you might not notice. When you sit still for long periods, blood flow in your legs slows down, turning what should be a steady current into a quiet, stagnant pool. The muscles in your calves act as tiny pumps for your circulation. But when they stay inactive, blood begins to settle, pressure builds, and clots can slowly form. Studies from the American Heart Association show that long sitting hours can raise stroke risk by over 25% in adults over 60. When circulation weakens, oxygen delivery to the brain drops, which may cause swelling, dizziness, or fatigue. Worse, many people feel fine until a clot suddenly moves to the brain, triggering a stroke without warning. One man, Harold, a retired teacher, used to spend his afternoons resting after meals. One day his leg felt unusually heavy. Doctors found early vein clotting caused by too much sitting. After he began standing and stretching every 30 minutes, his legs and energy improved. Movement is not about exercise, it is about life itself. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is another sitting habit even more dangerous. Number 2, crossing your legs too often. It feels elegant, relaxed, and natural, doesn't it? Most people cross their legs without a second thought. Yet this simple posture can quietly restrict blood flow and raise your stroke risk more than you imagine. When one leg presses over the other, the veins in your lower limbs get squeezed. That pressure slows circulation and makes blood pool in the legs, creating the perfect setting for clots to form. Researchers from the University of Sydney discovered that sitting cross-legged for more than 15 minutes can raise blood pressure and limit vein flow. For older adults whose vessels are already less flexible, that added strain can cause swelling, numbness, or even sudden spikes in pressure. The danger grows over time, especially for those who sit this way every day. Take Margaret, a 68-year-old librarian who always crossed her legs while reading. Her doctor noticed her blood pressure increased each time she sat that way. Once she began keeping both feet flat on the floor and stretching her ankles every half hour, her circulation improved within weeks. Comfort is not about looking proper. It is about letting your blood move freely and your body stay balanced. But knowing this alone is not enough, because there is another sitting habit that quietly disrupts blood flow to your brain even faster. Number 3, slouching or leaning forward. While sitting, it feels so natural to lean forward when reading, watching TV, or scrolling on your phone. But this relaxed posture can silently limit the flow of blood to your brain and strain your spine. When you slouch, the weight of your head shifts forward and your neck muscles must work harder to support it. This pressure can slightly compress the arteries in your neck that carry oxygen-rich blood to your brain. Over time, that constant strain can cause headaches, dizziness, or even reduced mental clarity. Researchers from the University of California found that seniors who sit with poor posture experience lower oxygen levels to the brain and slower reaction times. The effect is small at first but grows with age as neck and back muscles weaken. You may not notice it happening until you start feeling tense shoulders or mild confusion after sitting for a long time. There is an easy fix. Sit with your back supported, shoulders relaxed, and chin slightly lifted. Use a cushion behind your lower back and place reading material at eye level. Even taking a deep breath and rolling your shoulders every hour helps restore balance and circulation. Your posture is more than appearance. It is a direct line to how your brain and body perform. But knowing this posture alone is not enough because another everyday way of sitting may twist your balance even further. Number 4, sitting unevenly or leaning on one side. Many people do it without realizing. They tuck one leg under the other or lean to one side of the chair because it feels comfortable or familiar. Yet this uneven sitting posture quietly throws your body out of alignment and slows circulation in the lower body. When your weight shifts more to one side, your pelvis tilts and your spine bends slightly to adjust. Over time, that imbalance puts pressure on the veins and nerves in your back and legs, making it harder for blood to return to your heart. Physiotherapists from the Mayo Clinic have found that sitting unevenly for long periods can cause hip pain, leg swelling, and numbness from restricted circulation. The problem grows with age as joint flexibility decreases and muscles lose their ability to stabilize the body evenly. A simple way to correct this is to keep both feet flat on the floor and use a small cushion to support your lower back. If you sit on a soft couch, place a firm pillow beneath your hips to balance your position. Stand and walk for a minute every half hour to reset your alignment. Balance is not only about walking, it begins with how you sit. But knowing this is still not enough because the next sitting habit affects your blood flow in a completely different way. Number 5, sitting in a chair that is too low or too soft. That cozy armchair or deep sofa may feel like a warm hug, but sitting too low or on a seat that sinks deeply can quietly harm your circulation. When your knees rise higher than your hips, the veins under your thighs become compressed. This slows blood flow back to the heart, allowing fluid to pool in your legs and feet. Over time, that pressure can lead to swelling, numbness, or even the early stages of varicose veins. Researchers from the American Journal of Physiology found that chairs with poor height or support reduce lower limb circulation by up to 30% in older adults. It is not the act of sitting itself, but the position that limits healthy blood movement. The softer the seat, the deeper the body sinks, and the harder the heart must work to push blood upward. To fix this, sit on a chair where your hips are level with or slightly above your knees. If your seat is too low, add a firm cushion. If your feet do not touch the floor, use a small footrest or stack of books to support them. A rolled towel behind your lower back can also help maintain posture. Comfort should protect you, not pressure you. But even with the right chair, one final sitting mistake can quietly block your blood flow faster than you think. Number 6, sitting in a cold room for too long. It might feel refreshing to sit near a cool breeze or under the air conditioner, but cold environments can quietly shrink your blood vessels and slow circulation throughout your body. When the temperature drops, your body works to preserve core warmth by narrowing surface vessels, especially in your arms and legs. That reduced blood flow makes your hands and feet feel cold, but inside it also raises the risk of clot formation and poor oxygen delivery to your brain. A study from Harvard Medical School revealed that low room temperatures increase blood viscosity, making it thicker and harder to circulate. For seniors whose vessels are already less elastic, this effect can be even more dangerous. Spending long hours in a cold room may cause numb fingers, heavy legs, or fatigue from lack of oxygen. In some cases, it can quietly raise blood pressure and stress the heart. To protect yourself, keep your living space comfortably warm around 70 degrees Celsius. Use soft blankets, warm socks, or layered clothing. If you sit near a window, close drafts and keep your feet off cold floors. Even sipping warm tea can gently improve blood flow. Warmth is not just comfort, it is circulation, energy, and protection for your heart and brain. But this is only half the story because once you stand up and move, another set of hidden risks begins to unfold. You might think that standing up and walking solves everything, But that is not always true. Some walking habits can quietly raise your stroke risk, just like sitting still does. And now we are going to explore 6 walking habits you need to know to keep your heart and brain safe. Number 1, walking too late in the evening. Evening walks feel peaceful, don't they? The air is cooler, the world slows down, and it seems like the perfect time to move your body. But walking too late at night, especially after 8 or 9 p.m., can quietly put stress on your heart and brain. As the sun sets, your body naturally begins to wind down. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, and your nervous system prepares for rest. When you start exercising during this time, your body receives mixed signals. Instead of relaxing, it goes into alert mode, raising blood pressure and heart rate right before sleep. Cardiologists at the American Heart Association report that late-night physical activity can increase nighttime hypertension and disturb natural sleep cycles. This spike in pressure while the body should be recovering raises the risk of nighttime strokes, especially for adults over 60. Many people also find it harder to fall asleep after an intense evening walk, leading to fatigue and stress the next day. The solution is simple. Try walking earlier, ideally before sunset, or take a gentle morning walk instead. The morning air supports better oxygen flow and natural energy. Walking should calm your body, not confuse it. But knowing the right time is just the beginning, because how you move during your walk can matter just as much. Number 2, walking with poor posture. Many people do it without realizing. They look down at their phones, hunch their shoulders, or keep their arms stiff at their sides. But poor walking posture quietly reduces oxygen flow to the brain and puts unnecessary strain on the neck and back. When your head tilts forward, the blood vessels in your neck compress, slightly limiting the steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to your brain. Over time, this can cause dizziness, fatigue, or even mild confusion after long walks. Researchers from the University of Tsukuba in Japan found that seniors who walked with their heads bent forward had up to 20% less blood flow to the brain compared to those with an upright posture. That lack of oxygen can make you feel lightheaded and unsteady, especially if you already have circulation issues or high blood pressure. The fix is simple yet powerful. Keep your head level, eyes forward, and shoulders relaxed. Let your arms swing naturally with each step. This gentle rhythm helps your lungs expand and your heart pump more efficiently. Even a small adjustment can transform a walk from tiring to energizing. Posture is not just about looking confident. It is about helping your brain breathe. But knowing how to stand tall is only part of the story, because when you walk matters almost as much as how you walk. Number 3, walking right after eating. Many people believe a walk after dinner helps digestion, but walking too soon after eating can quietly put stress on your heart and brain. When you eat, your body directs blood flow to the stomach and intestines to help break down food. If you begin walking before digestion settles, your muscles start demanding that same blood. The result is a tug of war inside your body, forcing the heart to split its supply between digestion and movement. Researchers from the Journal of Geriatric Cardiology found that seniors who walked immediately after meals had reduced blood flow to the brain and higher chances of dizziness or fainting. This happens because oxygen delivery is divided, leaving less for the brain and nervous system. Some people even feel lightheaded or experience blurred vision when they walk too soon after eating. The best approach is to wait at least 45 minutes to an hour after a meal before walking. This gives your digestive system time to finish its main work. If you want to stay active, try light stretching or slow breathing instead. Healthy timing keeps your circulation balanced and your energy steady. But even when the timing is right, another factor outside your control can still turn a safe walk into a risky one. Number 4, walking in extreme temperatures. A walk on a hot summer afternoon or a chilly winter morning might seem harmless, but extreme temperatures can quietly strain your heart and blood vessels. When it is too hot, your blood vessels widen to cool your body, which can lower blood pressure and cause dizziness or fatigue. When it is too cold, those same vessels tighten, forcing your heart to pump harder and raising your pressure suddenly. Both reactions can disturb circulation and raise the risk of a stroke, especially in older adults. A study from the American Heart Association showed that seniors are more likely to experience stroke symptoms on days with big temperature swings. Heat increases dehydration while cold weather can cause sudden pressure spikes that stress weakened arteries. Many people ignore these warning signs until they feel chest tightness, shortness of breath, or lightheadedness. To protect yourself, check the weather before walking. If it is above 90 degrees, walk early in the morning or near sunset. If it is below 60 degrees, dress warmly, stretch indoors first, and keep your walk shorter. Stay hydrated in all conditions. Your body performs best in balance, not in battle with the weather. But even when the temperature feels right, another hidden danger lies beneath your very feet. Number 5, walking on uneven or sloped surfaces. That charming hill or rough trail may look inviting, but walking on uneven or sloped ground can quietly raise your blood pressure and strain your heart. When the surface beneath your feet changes, suddenly your body works harder to stay balanced. Your heart rate jumps, your breathing speeds up, and your leg muscles contract more forcefully. For seniors, this sudden rise in physical effort can lead to dangerous blood pressure spikes or dizziness that increase stroke risk. Researchers from the University of California discovered that older adults walking on uneven paths experience significantly higher systolic blood pressure compared to walking on flat ground. The extra effort may feel like a good workout, but for someone with fragile arteries or high blood pressure, that pressure surge can be risky. Even a short hill can trigger fatigue or disorientation if your body's not ready for it. Choose flat, even surfaces whenever possible, like sidewalks, park trails, or indoor tracks. If you enjoy nature walks, move slowly, take breaks often, and use supportive shoes with strong grip. Exercise should strengthen your body, not shock it. But even if you pick the safest path, there is still one habit left that can quietly turn a healthy walk into a hidden danger. Number 6, walking while dehydrated. It is easy to overlook, but walking without enough water in your system can quietly make your blood thicker and harder to move. Dehydration doesn't just cause thirst, it changes how your heart and brain function. When you are low on fluids, your blood volume drops, forcing your heart to work harder to push oxygen through your body. This slower circulation increases the risk of tiny clots forming, especially in seniors whose vessels are already more fragile. A study published in the journal Neurology found that older adults who drank less than 50 ounces of water per day had a much higher risk of ischemic stroke. Many people don't realize that dehydration effects often appear hours later, sometimes at night when blood flow slows during sleep. That is why strokes frequently occur in the early morning hours. The fix is simple and powerful. Drink a glass of water before you walk and another after. If you walk in warm weather or sweat, easily sip small amounts throughout your route. Even mild hydration helps your heart pump more smoothly and your brain stay alert. Water is not just refreshment, it is protection. And with these habits in mind, every step you take can truly support your health instead of silently harming it. Every small habit you change today can protect your heart and brain for years to come. You now know how sitting too long or walking the wrong way can quietly build pressure inside your body. But remember, this awareness is not fear, it is power. Simple actions like standing every 30 minutes, drinking enough water, and choosing the right time to walk can keep your blood flowing smoothly and your mind sharp. You do not need expensive treatments or complicated routines, just small moments of movement and care that remind your body it is still strong. The truth is, good health after 60 is not about perfection. It is about consistency, kindness to yourself, and knowing that it is never too late to begin. Your body has an incredible ability to heal and adapt when you give it what it needs. Even small changes like keeping your posture straight or taking a few extra steps each morning can lower your risk of stroke and bring back the energy you thought was gone forever. So take a deep breath and promise yourself one thing today: to move a little more, sit a little smarter, and stay curious about your own well-being. If this video opened your eyes, save it, share it with someone you care about, and hit subscribe to receive the latest senior health tips and new medical insights every week. Together, we will keep learning, growing, and protecting our independence one healthy choice at a time. And stay tuned, because in our next video, we will explore the foods that naturally improve circulation and protect your heart every single day.